everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. Today I just want to have a quick conversation about the new Z Fold 5. I've had it in my hand for a couple days, a little bit next to the Z Fold 4. As you can tell, they're very similar phones, but there are differences, so I just wanted to just talk a little bit about my first initial impressions of the Z Fold 5. And first is that color is absolutely beautiful. This is a super cool. I think this is the Samsung exclusive blue. I don't think you can get this one in the store. You have to get it online with them, but it is absolutely fantastic. Some of the changes that I've noticed right away is the weight. It is a noticeably lighter and it is noticeably thinner. So I definitely can tell the difference in my hand. I know there's not too much going on there, but it is noticeably thinner. And this is definitely heavier. Definitely heavy. This feels like a regular phone to me now. I don't think weight-wise, I had it at the gym today in my gym shorts and didn't really weigh it down too much. I really didn't notice it in there, so that's awesome. Hopefully, maybe it won't slide out of that darn pocket nearly as much as it used to be. The other thing I noticed is this hinge is absolutely phenomenal. Now, just because it's flat does make it thinner, which I definitely like a lot better. I didn't think it was going to be a really big change to me, but I really do like that closing flat all the way. But the hinge itself is different. So when you open this, it makes a completely different it's just great. So I wish the original, they all should be opening like this. It's hard to explain until you've actually felt it, but it opens better, if that makes any sense. There's definitely a much more clicky to it, if that makes sense. And it opens up very easily and very nice. In fact, it's the flex hinge, so just like how that one was, it opens in every different position. But when it gets to that last bit right there, it kind of flings open just a little bit. You feel it when you open it, and I definitely feel it. It's much more satisfying. It makes no weird noises. Now, if you guys have the Fold, you get that weird cranky, cracky sound. This one makes no sound at all. It just opens like kind of like how you're expecting it to do. And even the closing is different. It just has a different sound when it closes. It feels different. It's really good. I would have preferred, that would have been nice if this one was like that. But intricate little updates are great, but the folding mechanism is very satisfying. I really like it a lot. It seems to open, just opens perfectly. Now, of course, my Galaxy Z Fold 4 is one of those funky ones that got doesn't open quite all the way. It's got a little funk in there or something. I got used to that, but I wonder if they changed the screen protector to keep it from making that funky sound. Which does bring me to the screen protector. I feel like the screen protector on here is a lot more reflective. I've noticed right away that I got to kind of move it around if I'm in a room with light to get it to where I can see it just right. So I do think the screen itself, it could be just the screen protector is more reflective. As far as performance goes, I have not noticed any difference from my 4. This thing was a screaming beast. This one's a screaming beast. So I can't really tell a difference. I know it's faster because it has the better chip in it. But just because I think I know it, but I haven't really felt it per se. It's super smooth. Everything works fantastic on it. There's never any lag or issues, but I really didn't have that with the 4 either. So it just keeps it going. I like it a lot. As far as usability, it feels exactly the same as this one. It's great. I definitely like the portrait mode. If you ever seen my Pixel Fold video, I am addicted to the portrait mode apparently because the landscape mode is not something I use very often. But when I do use it, it's easier to flip. So I definitely like the portrait mode. That's working fine. Battery life, I don't think I've used it long enough to really determine how well the battery is working, but it feels exactly the same to me as this one does, and this one never really stressed me out. Obviously, if you're playing some Call of Duty for a couple hours, it eats it, but day-to-day use, I have not seen any bad battery issues with it at all. It might be a little maybe a little less. I can't really tell. I'm not gonna comment on that because I just haven't used it long enough to determine if it has better or worse or the same. I'm guessing with the same, but those two things are the biggest differences I've noticed. Is the weight is definitely, the thinness is definitely noticeable, and this hinge is fantastic. I mean, whoo, man, that is nice. I'm gonna have to give me a flip 5 because they got the new hinge there too, and I always thought the flip 5 hinge could be a little bit better, but if it's like this one, that sucker is gonna be nice. One aesthetic though they did change is they moved that flash up here, and it's like embedded in the glass now, which is pretty cool. Might not seem like a big thing, but for accessory people like me who like accessories, and you're especially like MagSafe accessories, if you put a MagSafe on here, on this one right here, you had to bump the ring right up to the camera bump there, which was not perfectly centered. So the MagSafe ring would not be perfectly centered. So sometimes you had some issues with some charging action. I have not put one on here yet because I said I just had a few days, but that's going to completely alleviate that problem because there's going to be plenty of room on there now to get that MagSafe ring on there. And I love me some MagSafe. I'm really hoping next year all the Samsung's phones come with that Qi 2.0 standard, which is all just going to have it's going to be MagSafe, right? So everybody's going to have MagSafe. I'm really excited for that. So we'll see what it is. But same kind of feeling on the back here. It feels definitely better in the hand than this one here because of the thinness and the lightness. All good stuff. So whether it was worth my upgrade, of course I'm going to upgrade so I can bring all this cool stuff to you guys. But I probably would upgrade anyways. They had to give me such a great deal on this one. To me, this one feels really great. So great phone. I always got a fold in my pocket of some kind, and this one will definitely be there till somebody else till somebody else makes a better one. So we'll see how that goes. But how's your Fold 5 going? Be curious to see, or if you're thinking about buying one for the first time, or if you're upgrading from a 4 to a 3, or from a 4 or a 3. Be curious to see what you guys think. But anyways, see you on the next one.